Hey guys, Toaster here. Welcome back to the channel. I've got a video to share with you today. This is the T110E3, and this is the best game that I have ever played in my 50,000 games of World of Tanks, and I am very, very excited to show it to you. It's special to me just because I've never done this well. But anyway, we're just getting into position. We're on Himmelsdorf. It's encounter. That's a great map for this tank, basically. And it kind of starts out slow, you know. But anytime you're in an E3 and you're hull down, you're going to have a decent game. So we're able to hit the lower plate of the T95. And we're just kind of waiting for our reload. And this Object 705A becomes, he's a pain in the butt. I mean, he plays very well. I guess I should say it that way. But anyway, yeah. So if you're hull down in this thing, basically, you have to use gold rounds, and that's the only way you can penetrate the cupola as the Patton pulls outside on. Not a smart thing to do in front of an E3, but yeah, gold rounds, and you still have to aim. There's only a certain spot on that cupola that you can actually pen. So I do put a spall liner on this because I take so much damage in it from Artie. So also I take damage from people firing HE at you, because that happens a fair amount as we take another chunk off that Patton. And the Object 705A has decided he's going to fire HE. There is a spot there. Now, we just feather a shot in on the E4's cupola, which is very weak. The E3 has a very tough cupola, and the E4 has a very weak cupola. So, yeah, at any rate, this thing's very tough to penetrate, so a lot of people use HE. Now, if they hit the superstructure, then their HE will bounce. That's just the way of it. So, and you're going to see a few shots do that. There's a 705A bouncing because he didn't hit the cupola. If you hit, there's certain spots on the roof that you can kind of hit, and those will do some serious damage. In fact, we do lose our loader here. You see, I carry a fair amount of gold rounds in this, and I probably ought to reduce that, but there's certain tanks, unfortunately that shot didn't go in, but there's certain tanks that that can pen this thing, or can do a lot of damage to this thing with HE. So so we're just looking. I know there's a spot that I can hit that guy, and I'm trying to remember where. So instead, we're going to shoot at somebody else because the 705A is doing very well. But we're up to 4,800 damage. They are pushing the hill, and this is the perfect situation for this thing because you want people to push into you, but not so hard that they can flank you. So we switched to gold rounds because I'd really like to back that guy off, but it doesn't quite work. So you can see on the mini-map, they've got almost everybody on the hill, which is kind of where you should go. As this Jagdtiger pulls up, and, you know, we're hull down. We've blocked 3,400 damage, and absorbed a little bit of damage in HE, which isn't all that big of a deal. So, and we are completely out of standard rounds, so gold rounds will go through the upper plate of the E75 with ease. It's got 375 penetration. So, and he waits just a little bit too long to back off, and we're able to do damage to him and take him out of the game. So we're up to 1 kill, and this War Pig has done very, very well in front of me in defending himself. You know, he's down to 200 health, but he's sat up there and been the reason that I could shoot. So I appreciate him helping us out. I got some after the game, some guys messaged me and ended up being really happy about the game, and as was I. So I'm alone now up here, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4 tanks at least up here. So what I don't want to do is I don't want to overexpose myself, right? But this Yag Tiger, for whatever reason, thinks that he can pull up on me, and I just don't understand. I don't understand why he would drive out in the open against an E3. So I can pin him basically anywhere with gold rounds. So we're down to 7 rounds, but we've got 7,200 damage, 3,400 blocked, and it's an E3 game, so it's going to be kind of slow, right? I mean, it just is the way it goes. And I get side turret on the E4, and that was a very important shot to take us up to 3 kills, because it eliminates one of the guns. So I know this guy has poor gun depression, so I'm willing to pull up and try and get a shot on him, because I know he's a 2-shot. And I will likely beat him on his reload, which is what happens, and I can pen his upper plate with ease with gold rounds. So that takes us up to almost 9,000 damage. I believe 9K, somewhere in here, has been my best game in the past. It might be 8K. So this might be a banner game already. And the 60 TP says, oh, good job. And I'm, of course, I'm all excited because 9K is a good game. 4,000 blocked. And nothing fast happens in the E3. Now, I know we're capping. So I know that those guys have to go towards cap. And so you can get a shot down here if you lean over the edge. So that's just basically what I'm waiting for. And I should have tipped over further quicker, but I didn't. And now I know that this 4005 is stuck. There's nothing he can do. So I'm waiting on this E50 to push up. And I thought he might cross. He didn't, but I know he's got a cross here, and we just put a nice feather shot in there and take out the E50. And that's the end of the game for 10,216 damage, 5 kills. So let's go ahead and take a look at the after action on this one. Okay, here we are at the after action. Unsurprisingly, we got an ace. We also got a steel wall and a high caliber and 4 bonds for our 10,216 damage, 1,447 base XP. I don't know what you'd have to do to get higher base XP in this thing, to be honest with you. Their 4005 did very well, as did their Progetto. And our 60 TP did really well too. That 705A, I think, was up on the hill, and he did a very good job of just holding position. So shout out to him. 21 shots fired, 16 pens, and for our 10,000 damage. And I do not have a premium account, so, we lost 4,000 credits. Boo-hoo, I could care less. And we got a mission payout along with our 1,400 base XP to bring us up to 7,200 XP total on that game. So I really appreciate you guys watching. I will try and reply to comments from last week today. I just have been busy at work. Work has been crazy. I've got 2 companies going right now, so it's very nuts. So if you're looking for daily content, you guys should go take a look at Bonsai Duck's channel. He puts out quite a bit of content now. Dread Shells is putting out quite a bit of content. I'll try and remember to link those guys in the description. Thank you very much, and we'll catch you next time. Toaster out.